Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today I am going to be making a Northern Lights scene on this slimline card. It was so much fun to make, and I've got some fun little techniques I'm doing for this polar bear. This is the Polar Bear Pear die set. There are two sizes of polar bears. Each has a scarf, and there's this die that creates eyes and noses for them. I am taking a piece of white cardstock and applying some double-sided adhesive sheets to it, and the struggle's real. Yeah, getting the backing off. You've been there, right? Yeah, all right, so once that's adhered together, I want to have the adhesive on top, and then I'm going to die cut the bear from that side, and that is going to allow me to cover my polar bear with some flocking. So I'll remove the backing on that adhesive. The top is sticky, and then I'm going to sprinkle on my flocking. This is white flocking with glitter in it. You can find all different kinds of flocking out there, but this is a really fun die set to do this with. So I just tap off the excess, and he is fuzzy and glittery and so very cute. All right, I'm taking a piece of red cardstock. I've got that adhesive sheet right on there, and die cutting out his little scarf. That's what it's called. And I put red flocking on that. So I like to use the same color cardstock when I'm covering it completely with flocking as the flock. So here's the little noses and little eyes. They are eensy beensy for this little bear. Now for mine, I just felt like I didn't really want the eye. And is that weird? It's a little weird, but I left it off. I just added the nose. So there it is, all done. I think it's so fuzzy cute. And now we're going to do the big bear, just so you can see. I'm doing the same exact thing, putting my adhesive sheet on top and die cutting that out with the adhesive face up. Same thing for the scarf. Then I can add my flocking, and what I find really helpful is to just rub the flocking into the adhesive sheet with your finger, a little like bear massage. Yeah, that's what works. And then you want to tap off the excess. Does it make a little bit of a mess? Maybe, but you can contain it, and like I'm using a coffee filter and I can pour that right back in. Yeah, it's so worth it. So also when gluing the pieces together, I am using the new Crafty Gluefriend, and I'm just going to put a block on top of that. It really helps it like hold it in place so I don't have to stand there very long, but just maybe a little bit extra time to hold it down when doing flocking to flocking, right? Okay, so now I am making my background. I'm doing some ink blending here. I have Parrot ink, and I'm using Bristol Smooth cardstock for my ink blending. I found a picture on, the World Wide Web of Northern Lights and I was inspired by it. I wasn't trying to like recreate it exactly, but one thing that I noticed is that there's like streaking besides the cool waves through the sky. So now I'm bringing in bamboo ink. This one's a little bit lighter, and I'm going to try and create some streaks with that. And that hopefully gives me a little bit more of an authentic type look. But it was so much fun to just play with my inks. I really, I didn't have any idea what I was doing. I didn't really find other tutorials of people doing Northern Lights. I just went for it and had fun doing it. So now I'm bringing in Aqualicious ink and doing a row below this green, and then I'm going to go darker after that. So just kind of building the sky, making it bigger, little bits at a time. When you're not sure exactly what you're doing, it's nice to just start light and then build up. You can always go back over your colors, but now I was coming in with the dark ink and I was a little bit nervous, but I was like, I just have to go for it. So this is Galactic Stream. It's like a really dark teal. It's a gorgeous color, and that is going to be my darkest color as far as colors go. I am going to throw some black in there. Speaking of scary. But I'm just blending this back and forth. I've greatly sped this up because I was really taking my time and building it up gradually so I could, you know, just figure it out as I go, give myself some time. I did a little bit of the Galactic Stream at the top, just barely blending it with the top of the green. I did go back over the green and enhance that a little bit. I wanted it to pop a little bit more. And now for the jet black, right around the edge. And I'm going to do the entire piece with black on the edge. It really just helps when you have that dark border, draw your eye into the center. And I really needed a little bit of the feeling of the night sky. And so that's why I added the black, and it really helped. And again, you can go back and forth between your colors and soften out your blends and just play with it, which I did a lot. So there's what it looks like so far. I even got super inky fingers, so that proves that you're having fun, right? So with my blue blending brush, without adding any ink, I decided to come in and create a little bit more of a streaky look, and I think this really helped add to that, you know, Northern Lights effect. And then I also went over it with the green to make sure it wasn't too harsh, soften it out, and then I even got a paintbrush. You'll see here. I'm not sure how much it helped because I went in really light, but I'm spraying a little bit of water on my glass mat, bringing in a dry paintbrush, and then going to add some streaks. Now this Altenew ink does react a little bit with water. As you can see, I got a few water flecks on my card there at the bottom, but I think that added just a little hint of the streaking. I probably could have done a little bit more, but I was a little nervous. So now I have some black glitter paper. I'm going to cut out some like shapes of rocks. This was also in my video, or my inspiration picture, I mean, and I thought it was really cool and a little bit different than adding like snow. So I went for that, and I did 3 different size rocks. I just freehand cut them. That doesn't bother me when it's just this like kind of abstract shape. So then I just figured out how I wanted to place them on my card. And this is also going to give me a spot for my polar bear to stand on, like he's looking up at the Northern Lights and checking out the scenery. So there he is. And now we need a sentiment. So I am bringing in this fun stamp set. It's like a Christmas tree made out of gems. It's the Sparkle and Shine seasonal stamp set, and I'm stamping out "May your seasons sparkle and shine" with the words that are very much typed. They also have it in scripty words, which is really fun. I am going to emboss this with white embossing powder on black paper. So I need lots of anti-static, and the script of this is very small. So I like to just stamp very lightly with very little pressure, but repeatedly stamp it. So I'm going to stamp that down 3 times. And I find this gives me the best ink coverage. And if I press too hard, the letters can kind of squish out and get a little chubby. I don't want that. That's not cute. So anyways, there we go. Then we sprinkle on the white powder. And I don't know about you, but I still always get stragglers on the black paper. But I'm going to cut this down really small so I don't let all of that stress me out. And then we heat set this and melt that powder. And it is a gorgeous white on black sentiment. I'm going to trim this down with my quick trimmer so I can get a really tight cut. And this is also great for cutting hot foil if you're into foiling, but it has a blade for paper as well. So I just used some temporary adhesive, stuck it down to the self-healing mat, and then used the acrylic plate on top as a guide to trim that down. And it's so skinny. I love it. So I'm gluing this onto the card right here, and then I'll add some Oh My Stars embellishments. They are iridescent silver stars in different sizes. So I'm just going to put a few on there. I thought the simplicity of this card really let the background shine and be the star. Plus the fuzzy polar bear makes me so happy. I love him. And I think that this die set can be used in a lot of different ways with different techniques because it's just a solid die. So yeah, make your own backgrounds, die cut it out, make a fun polar bear. Yeah. All right, so I'm adding this down to my slimline card, which is 8.5 by 3.5, and there is a nice black border, again, drawing your eye into the center so you can really focus on this gorgeous scene, if I don't say so myself. So that is my card today. You can find the products I used from Trinity Stamps linked for you in the description box below. And if you would like more inspiration from Trinity Stamps, we have new videos all the time right here on the YouTube channel. So feel free to subscribe. I'll be back next Saturday with a new video. And you can also find Trinity Stamps on Instagram and Facebook too. So come find us, say hi, and be inspired. I'll see you soon on the next video. Happy stamping! Bye!